When is it okay to open up your partner to public ridicule? Hi, I'm Lesli Dories, your marriage coach and creator of the Hero Husband Project and owner of Foundations Coaching. And, there's a video that went viral on TikTok that showed a woman training her husband with a water bottle. He was trying to learn Spanish, and every time he missed a word, she would squirt him with a water bottle. Now, this video has gotten lots and lots of comments and has been shared thousands of times. And quite frankly, I don't find it funny. I don't find ridiculing or humiliating people particularly loving behavior. Now, one of the articles that I read about it, because I did not watch the video because I was not going to put another view onto it. But one of the comments was, oh, the guy seems to be okay with it, so it's fine. But I want you to imagine going to your child's school for the annual spelling bee. And each time one of the children misspelled a word, they got squirted with water. Now, if you're like most parents, you'd want that teacher fired. So why is it okay to do it to your husband? See, because what we've got going on in this society is a double standard. Now, I get it. Men as a class have privilege, always have. But a particular man, especially the man that you promise to love, honor, and cherish, why would you subject them to that? And I'm going to tell you, if that was a husband doing it to a wife, he'd be charged with it. He'd be considered an abuser. So why do we have this double standard? I mean, and it's true. I'm on lots of marriage groups on Facebook, and I got into a discussion once with this woman who was made the complete statement, the general statement that men are just children. No, they're not. Now, she may be married to a man who's immature and acts inappropriately. I'm not going to lie. There are men out there who are like that. And I would argue that there are women out there who act childish as well. But to put a whole group under this umbrella and treat them with less than dignity and respect, which, by the way, we all deserve. We don't have to earn it, right? We are all human beings, flawed. I'm flawed. Are you? This idea that somehow it's okay to treat all men like, pardon my language, they're assholes or they're jerks or they're incompetent. That's not a true statement. But somehow it's okay. If you wouldn't like seeing it happen to a woman, why is it okay for it to happen to a man? If you wouldn't want it to happen to your children, why is it okay for it to happen to your husband? This whole idea of, and maybe it's just me. I've never enjoyed, slapstick humor. Not a fan of the Three Stooges. I don't like seeing people get hurt, even if it's not real or even if it's in fun, because I don't really think that other people being hurt is funny. And maybe it's just me, and I've been called a fun sucker, ask my kids. But I think that if we want to have better relationships, we need to treat people better. Now, every single religion has a golden rule. Treat others the way that you would like to be treated. Okay? And if you wouldn't want to have a video put out on the internet where maybe you're not looking your best. Now, if you put it out about yourself, that's okay, right? But to have your partner put it out there, and this is, this is just not the way we should be treating people that we promise to love, honor, and cherish. And I don't think that just because men as a group have traditionally had privilege, that we should treat any single particular member of that gender in a disrespectful way. And sorry, this is just my rant. And I'd love to hear your comments on this. I would love to hear if this has ever happened to you and how you felt about it, because, oh, well, I'm just supposed to laugh about it because everybody else thinks it's funny. This for me is like the emperor's new clothes. Somebody needs to stand up and say, this is not okay. And that person is me, and it's today. Loving behavior is what we need to be engaged in. And putting somebody out to be ridiculed, I don't care how many likes you get, I don't care how many people find it funny, it's not funny. And a while ago, there was a video that somebody put on Facebook about how she had to always correct her husband on, teach her husband how to do things. Well, guess what? That couple is now divorced because men do not need to be trained. Now, I do think that that there are legitimate discussions to bring up with your partner about maybe some things that they are not doing or that they are doing that are creating an issue for you. And the mature way to do that is to sit down and have a conversation with them privately. So that's my thing for today. Love to know how you feel about it. If you are having experiences in your relationship where you don't feel respected and maybe you feel belittled, let me know. Get in touch with me and we'll talk about it, because nobody should be made to feel less than or inferior to anybody else because they can't get the right word in Spanish or they fold towels differently. So if you want a great marriage, please get in touch with me. Let me know your comments about this, because I'm really interested to know if I'm the only one who finds this offensive. And until next week, stay loving.